Jai Baba, Daisy Irani. Jai Baba Farad. Meher Daruwala, will you do the prayers today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll tell you when.
Sure.
Yeah. Jai Baba Archana. Meher Jyoti Bade. Jai Baba. आप लोग को फुर्सत मिली?
No, I always attend Thursday as far as possible, but on Zoom, yes.
I know.
She's always there. She's always there.
Yeah. Jai Baba Jimmy.
Yeah, Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Mr.
Faraj, Jai
Glory,
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Faraj, Jai Baba to you.
Hey, Jai Meher Baba, Jimmy, Jai Meher Baba, Sam. Jai Baba, everybody.
Meher Jyoti Bade. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba Jimmy.
Hello.
Hello, Jai Baba
Jai
everyone.
Meher Baba. कैसे हैं आप?
बस ठीक हूँ, बाबा की मर्जी से।
दिलनवाज दमानिया. Jai Baba. Perin Jasumani आवी गई तू. Very good.
अभी गए 1-2 कलाक सॉरी थैंक यू
Okay.
जय मेहर बाबा
Jai Meher Baba.
जय मेहर जिमी कहाँ है
Right
जिमी ने
here.
oh
Right
good
Hey folks,
जय बाबा
it's time
जिमी
to start.
yes start please
Meher Daruwala, could you please do the prayers, please?
Yeah. Jai Baba. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more and more and still yet more till we become worthy of union with you, and help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Avatar Mer Baba Ki Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Thank you everybody for joining in. At the onset, I'd like to bow down and convey my million salams to our one and only Meher Baba. I would also like to bow down to Meher Baba, who resides in each and every one of us. and finally at the Samadhi where his mortal remains are kept. Baba, please join us for this meeting and help us get through this session and let everything happen as per your wish. Thank you, Baba. Today we have Jimmy Khan, who's going to speak on the Manzil-e Meem. And then we also have, I've got some few things about Noshivan Narawala, stories which I would like to share later. And we also have the young lady who was here last time. So, ye aje badu fatela patlun nathi periya. And so let's get going. Go ahead, Jimmy. All yours.
Jai Baba, everyone. Today we are talking about Manzil-e Meem. This happened during 1922-23. It ended in April or March or April 1923. Baba was at Pune. Everybody knows Baba was at Pune. And he had a band of young men. Let's understand that at this point in time, there was nothing like Mandli, especially the women Mandli. There were women who followed Baba, but nothing like the Mandli. Now, Baba wanted to take his boys on training. Now, this was the first time that Baba would stay 24/7 with the boys. So he was looking for a place, and he told his arrangement walas that you look for a place and we would like to go and settle there for a while. So basically, I think he meant Bombay. So they were looking for a nice, good place where Baba and the boys could stay. And they landed on Dadar East. There was a building like structure, and they liked it. Now this was unhoused, not housed for a very long time, but it was in good structure. It was in good shape. So they hired it. The legal formalities had to be gone through. They hired it for 1 year for a princely sum of 300 rupees. The annual rental was 300 rupees. So the place was high. And Baba told them to refurbish it, to clean it up, etc., and to make partitions so that the boys could have a room each. A kind of a semi-permanent partition, but nevertheless a partition for the boys to stay. Now to explain Manzil-e Meem, if you go from Parel, Lalbagh, Parel towards Dadar, there's a fog. If you go straight, you'll end up at Dadar. But if you take the left fork, you end up at Dadar East, more towards the railway side, and that is where Manzil-e Meem is. Manzil-e Meem name has been given by Baba himself. Baba wanted a suggestion as to what we could call this place. Finally, Baba called it Manzil-e Meem. Manzil, everybody knows, Manzil could be a house or a mansion or whatever it is, an abode for a place to stay. And Meem is a Persian or Urdu alphabet which stands for M, letter M. Unlike English, in Persian or in Urdu, there are 32 alphabets. And one of the 32 alphabets is Meem. Meem can also be construed for Muhammad, could be construed for Mer Baba, Merabat, Merazad, etc. Whatever it is. So Baba named it as Manzil-e Meem, means the house of the master. But before we come to Manzil-e Meem, let's go back to Pune, where the arrangements, the starting business started. So Baba told his boys to bring their beddings, to pack their beddings, their bedrolls, etc. bring them to Sadasiv's house, the Jhopri at Kasbapet. So all the boys, I'm calling them boys because they were in their 20s, 30s. Very few were in middle age, and therefore the boys. So he told the boys to bring the beddings, the bedrolls, their trunks or whatever, and bring them to Sadashi's house, because all this would be put up in a truck and would be taken to Bombay. So everyone brings their bags, beddings, etc. All are stacked up at Sadashi's house. But Bailey, now let's briefly talk about Bailey. Bailey was the one who lived with Baba. He was the only one. Let's understand. During the day, boys would come and go. The others would come and go. His lovers would come and go. There would be bhajan, ghazal programs, etc. But Bailey, his childhood chum, he was the only guy who stayed with Baba in the Jhopri at night. And Baba's Masaji, Rustam Irani, who worked as a cook at Komirani Agyari, he would cook for Baba and Bailey, and in the evening he would bring food for Baba and Bailey to the Jhopri, and Bailey would eat with Baba and he would be with Baba, he would sleep with Baba. So Bailey was one who knew Baba well, let's say very well. He knew his divinity, knew Baba, etc. Then Baba is asking Bailey that, Bailey, where is your bedding? Where is your bag? And Bailey says, I'm not joining. And those who were standing around, they were all shocked when Bailey said, I'm not joining. I'm not coming to Bombay. And Baba's jaw fell. And Baba said, what did you say? Bailey said, I'm sorry, I cannot come. Baba said, you can't come? You don't come? What is it? What's your problem? So Bailey opened up and Bailey said, Baba in love with an Irani girl called Homai Irani. He said, I'm in love with an Irani girl called Homai Irani. And we are truly in love with each other, in spite of the fact that I left her and I went for the World War. I went to Aden and I was there for quite a while. And in also spite of the fact that I was jailed for some, I don't know whatever exact reason, whether he bungled something with the cash or whatever it is. He was working for a Parsi gentleman's stall at the store after the war. So maybe he picked up some cash from the store. Whatever the reason was, he was jailed. So his name was spoiled. So in spite of the fact, Homai still loved him, Homai never gave up on him, though Homai's family went against Homai's association with Bailey. In spite of all that, and Bailey had told Homai that, please wait, please have patience, we will get together. There was also talk between them about marriage and settling down. So Homai genuinely loved him, and similarly, Bailey also loved her. And there was this commitment from Bailey and Homai that they will settle down, they will get married. So this is what he tells Baba, that Baba, I cannot leave Homai. I just cannot leave Homai. I'm committed to her. So Baba says, leave all to me. Baba says, leave all to me. I will take care. I will look after Homai's affairs. I will look after your affairs. I relieve you. Baba said, I relieve you from your commitment to Homai. Similarly, Baba said, I relieve Homai from her commitment to you. Everything will be fine. And Baba also warned him that you will never be happy with Homai. Baba all-knowing said, trust me, you will never be happy with Homai. But Bailey being Bailey, he was very jiddy, he was very obstinate. And he kept on harping on his promise to Homai. He kept saying that I can't reach Homai. Baba said, you have been very close to me. Baba said, you have been very close to me. Don't you know of my divinity? Haven't you had enough? Sam, I'm getting disturbed. Sorry. I'm getting disturbed. Haven't you had enough of my divinity? Will you not trust me? But Bailey said, Baba, I'm sorry, but I'm committed to her. At least let me talk to her. I want to meet her once. Please let me meet her once. Let me face her. If I will not face her, if I will not tell her, I will never rest in peace the rest of my life. I will never be easy with myself. It will always haunt me that I ditched the woman. And I ditched the woman who loved me, and I ditched the woman who I love. So let me meet her once. Let me go to her and make a clean breast out of it and tell her that what I'm doing, where I'm going. So let me do that. Baba said, I'm telling you one more time, I will take care of everything. Leave everything to me. Now don't be stupid, don't be silly. Go home, pack your bags, pack your beddings and come. He won't listen. Bailey won't listen. He said, Baba, I have given her a word. I cannot back down on my word. Then Baba said, if I bring Homai here, right here in front of you, will you talk to her? But on one condition, you will not touch her. You will not touch, not even your fingers should touch her. That is a promise you have to give me. I will bring her. And Baba said, I know Homai's father very well. Homai's father knows me very well. And he will consent to Homai coming here. And Billy was flabbergasted. He didn't know what to talk. He said, Baba, that's not possible. Baba said, I will send a car right now. I'll send a taxi right now and bring Homai to you right here in no time. Just say yes. And Bailey was dumbfounded. He didn't know what to say. Now Bailey is looking at Baba. He's looking at Baba and Baba disappears. Baba disappears from the room, and there is Homai seated where Baba was seated. Homai was seated in flesh and blood, right there where Baba was seated. Instead of talking to Homai, Bailey became dumbfounded. He just couldn't fathom. He just couldn't fathom from where Homai turned up. And he heard a voice, Bailey, here is Homai. Bailey, here is your dear Homai. He heard this voice. But he couldn't talk to her. He just couldn't talk to her. He became a statue, you can say. And Homai disappeared. And Baba came again. And Baba said, Bailey, what have you decided? You wanted Homai. You wanted Homai. You wanted to talk to her. You wanted to relieve yourself, relieve her. You wanted Homai to be with you. I made it possible for you. Now, is there anything else that you want to do? Now come back to your senses, Bailey. Go home, pack your bags, pack your beddings, and tomorrow morning you have your lunch, etc. Take a Tonga, come here, I will organize the Tonga payment for you. You don't have to worry about the money. Just bring your bags and bedding. So finally, Bailey relents. Next day after lunch, he comes. He brings his bags, bedding, etc. Like everybody's beddings, the same is loaded on the truck. The same night, the truck is leaving for Bombay. And Baba tells his boys, all the boys had gathered at Sadasi's house. And Baba is telling the boys that now go back, go and lie down somewhere. take 4 hours rest, and tomorrow early morning, before 4, we will leave for Bombay. Now, the idea was that they will walk from Pune to Bombay, to Dadar. That was the idea. It was not going to be by train or by any other means. They would be walking all the way. So before 4, everybody is ready and everybody had a staff. You know, staff. A long stick is called the staff. A staff, and they had 2 lanterns. So they start walking from Sadashiv's house in the pitch dark with just 2 lanterns, and everybody had a staff in their hand. Just 1 second, please.
Jimmy,
Yes,
this is Ram.
yes, Ram.
Once you are done, with the current story, because I've heard a different version of Bailey and his girlfriend. Because
I will stop. Ram, I will stop and I'll let you speak.
okay,
I will stop and I'll let you speak.
Yeah.
Now, the homework that I've done for today's evening, one of them is this book from Nosirwan. I don't know if you guys can see it, From Boyhood to Godhood. I picked up the stories from one of the chapters. Yes, this book from one of the chapters, which is Manzil-e Meem Days. And the other book from where I've done homework today is this. Okay, so these are the versions and the stories I have picked up from these 2 books. Okay, Ram, I will stop. I will stop when I finish with it. Okay, so their first stop is at Babajan's place where she was sitting, and Baba bowed down to Babajan. He rubs her back, and he tells everyone else, the boys, to bow down one at a time. And Bailey says that I was the last one to bow down at Babajan's feet, and he hears Babajan saying this. Now I'll have to read this. This is in Hindi, and please listen. चला ये मेरा बेटा यहाँ से जा रहा है, अब ये दुनिया को अपनी उंगली पर नचाएगा, देखना. I repeat, and I'll repeat it slowly. Babajan says, चला ये बेटा मेरा यहाँ से जा रहा है, अब ये दुनिया को अपनी उंगली पर नचाएगा, देखना. So this is what Babajan said, and they move on further. As they move on further, Baba realized that they had only 2 lanterns. Only 2 lanterns, and it was very dark. So Baba stops there and he tells Bailey that go to your house. Now, this is Baba's timing. Bailey's house was, as Bailey writes, 20 paces away from Baba's stop. 20 paces means maybe a minute's walk, half a minute's walk. So Baba tells Bailey to go quickly, not to waste time, not to linger around. Just go home, get 1 more lantern, and come back quickly. So as Bailey approaches his house, before he could knock at the door, mother opens the door and gives the lantern to Bailey and tells Bailey that I am also coming. I've been waiting to have Baba's last darshan. Maybe at that time he was called Merwan. So I want Merwan's last darshan. Bailey said, no, Mom, don't come. We are in a hurry. And Mom says, I don't care, I'm coming. I want to meet Baba. I want to meet Merwan for the last time before he goes to Bombay. So Mom meets Baba very quickly, and Baba gives her a very tight hug, as he would give hug to his own mother, Shirinbai. And the mother becomes very emotional, and she says something to Merwan. I would like to read this because this is very, very important, and I want you to hear me what I say. Give me a minute, please. Sorry, just give me a minute. Sorry, just one. Okay, you go ahead. Go ahead. Ram, go ahead. Tell your version.
It's not my version. This is what I read.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Let me see where it is. Where I have them. See, I got the reference and I don't know where it went. See, the story I heard was actually Baba wanted Bailey to go with him to Mumbai, and he said he cannot. So then Baba asked him, why can't he go with him? So he says, no, I had got to meet my girlfriend. So apparently his girlfriend at that point was in Karachi. So Baba said, okay, what happens, if I let you see your girlfriend, will you go with me? So he says, yeah. So, and obviously they were in Pune. So Baba says, okay, meet me at 4 o'clock at this room on Jangli Maharaj Road. So he tells Sadashiv Patil. So he asked Sadashiv, to put 2 chairs. So, facing each other. So, and Baba tells him, just look into my eyes, but do not touch me. So, and what happens, lo and behold, this guy, looks into Baba's eyes, and who does he see? He sees his girlfriend. And he was just, surprised. And Baba tells him he have only 1 minute to talk. And he couldn't speak anything. So after 1 minute over, Baba says, okay, it's over. Now, this is a story that was told by Bailey's wife to Farooq Bastani's mother, Dolly Bastani. That's the source. And if you go to Meher Baba Travels, which is Anthony Zoy's, he runs that website, you'll find that story there.
Okay, Ram, thank you so much.
And also, you said, he was actually arrested basically because he disobeyed. He was in the army. So one day he goes drunk and then he abuses his commanding officer. So that's why he was arrested and court-martialed.
Okay.
That's in this book.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I got the. So when the mother comes to Baba on the road at 4 in the morning, Baba says, where was the need for you to take the trouble to come in the middle of the night? We were sure to meet one day in future. So this is what mother says to Baba. When Baba uttered these words, my mother choked voice and spoke, my son, she's telling Mirwan, my son, from this moment, I'm handing over my son Bailey to you. I know I'm not going to live long. I have only a lingering worry, and that is who will look after him after I die. His nature is very stubborn, short-tempered. Who except you can tolerate him? Accept him now as your son. Look at him as his mother and father. Please forgive him for his weaknesses. She further says, do not take cognizance of his short temper. Bailey had that short temper. Nature, short-tempered nature. Show mercy on him. From this day, I relinquish my right as his mother and surrender him to you. Let's go, Billy. She surrenders Billy to Baba and says, from now onwards, you are his mother and father. Please look after him. So this is what it is. Now what happens is, on the way, see, there was some middle-aged and there were some seniors also. So walking was a difficult proposition in any case. So some people got blisters on their feet, etc. And Baba allowed them to continue their journey by train. And Baba gave them one kind of younger man to take him to the train station, nearest train station, and take him to Dada. So that's how the team started moving. Now at 1 second. At Talegaon, there was an arrangement made. Bailey's nephew had made an arrangement. He was a manager of a household. So he had, I forget his name. He had made arrangement for everyone to stay there overnight. They were fed well. They stayed for one more night over there, and then they continued their journey onwards. So this Bailey's nephew, he wanted to walk with Baba some distance. So he said, Baba, I want to walk with you from here onwards to whatever I can. And he took leave from his boss to give him 1 or 2 days leave so that he could be with Merwa. And he had that leave. So he starts walking from this place onwards. So he joined also. Now they come to Panvel, and at Panvel, Baba decides that the boys can't take it any longer. So let's go by train from Panvel to Dada. So they break their walking journey at Panvel, and they all board the train and land up at Dada. So this is how the journey up to Manzil-e Meem happened. So this is the backdrop of how Baba and the boys came to Manzil-e Meem. And it is also recorded that in the morning when Baba would start walking the walking would be at night. I forgot to tell you. The walking would be at night, and at the daytime they would stop somewhere and they would rest, and because of the hot sun. Basically, walking at night is more comfortable in India than walking during the day. So that is how it was, and that is how they walk. So now we come to, let's continue about Bailey. On the way at Talegaon, Bailey had a tip with Khodu. Now we all know that Bailey had a very short temper, short fuse. He had a tiff with Khodu, and Baba fired Bailey. He didn't fire Khodu, but he fired Bailey. So Bailey got upset. He said, I don't want to stay with you, I'm going. So Bailey from Talegaon returns to his house in Pune. I don't know what happened to his mother, but we can only imagine. Now Bailey, after 2-3 days, Bailey is sitting on his veranda at Pune. He's reading a newspaper. He's reading a newspaper, and a young man. Okay, got it. Let's continue. So a young man gets down from a tonga and he says, sir, you must be Bailey Rani. May I come in, please? And he comes in and says, he starts talking and he says, but I don't know you. We know your name. Who are you? Because this young man referred to himself as Baba's lover, as Mandli, Billy gives him a newspaper to spread on the stone to sit. And this young man says, we Manli don't have this, we are very rough, tough, we don't have this cleanliness, whatever it is. So Billy says, but I'm sorry, you're talking yourself as a Manli. I don't even know you. Who are you? And this man says, I'm Homi Wazifdar. Now, Homi Wazifdar was like Nari contractor or Pauline Umbriger. He was a very famous cricketer and the whole of India knew him. Homi Wazifdar was known to all and sundry in India. He was I don't know whether he played for India in those days. The Indian team wasn't even born in 1922, but he was a very good and a renowned player. So Billy jumped up and he said, oh, you are that famous cricketer. I didn't know you. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. And he says, please don't worry. And now get going, pack your bags, and we are going to Bombay. Baba has sent me specially to get you. Now give up your ego, give up your temper, and be reasonable, be sensible, and let's go to Pune. I beg your pardon. Let's go to Manzil. So that is how Billy comes back with her Homi Wazifdar to Manzil-e Meem. So this is where Billy's stories stops.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Homi Wazifdar played for Bombay back then. So he won the first Ranji Trophy and was captain of the team that won the second Ranji Trophy in the early 30s.
In the
Early 30s, 32, 33, 1932.
Okay. Could be. He indeed was a very good player. He was a good player, yes. Yes, when they settled down at Manzil, Baba had told these boys that you have to stick to me no matter what. No matter what happens, you have to stick to me, and you have to give me up kind of an oath. Now, what was this oath like? The oath was to draw blood from your thumb with a razor. Each one drew blood from their thumb, and they pressed their thumb in Baba's hand. And they said, Baba, I am with you, come what may. Till the end of my life, I'll be with you. So Baba kind of extracted that kind of a promise from all the boys that they will stick to Baba no matter what. Yeah, to show Baba, everybody knows that he was a very slender and a short statured guy. But to show his strength, Baba lifted Arjun. Now Arjun, one of the Manli, Arjun, it is said, was 200-pounder. And Baba lifted Arjun, it was as if he was lifting Billy. And Arjun was stunned, he couldn't move himself. He was kind of in Baba's grip, and then Baba puts him down again, just to show to everyone that this is what he is made up of. Now, there were orders that Baba had laid down, and I would like to read these orders. These are important orders that. Okay, I'll read the orders that Baba had laid down for everybody. There were 7 main orders, so I'll read the main orders first. To follow to the letter the spiritual instructions I give. He said to the letter. That means whatever instructions Baba gave, spiritual instructions, they were to be followed to the letter. To keep or break on my order any special connection one may have with the other. In the sense that there were 2, Adi and someone else, who were very chummy, very close. And Baba did not want that. Baba wanted everyone to be equal in everybody's eyes. No chummy business. Third, to totally abstain from intoxicating drinks and substances. So no such thing. To eat or drink and dress according to the residence pattern. To avoid fish, flesh, and eggs under any circumstances. In short, vegetarianism. To be present in the bungalow between 7 at night and 7 in the morning, barring accidents. To perform faithfully the duties given to each. Baba had given duties to each one of them. So Baba wanted that they perform their duties to their best abilities. Under no circumstances to leave me, even should the whole world turn against me, unless I order him to do so. So these are the 7 primary orders. We go to the other orders also, which were kind of more of routine orders. 1, baths should be taken daily. Extra baths are allowed after haircuts. You know, even when we were young, after we came from haircuts, we had our baths, even if it meant second bath of the day. 1 hour between 7 and 8 a.m. is reserved every morning for cricket. I'll come to the timetable later on. Rooms are to be cleaned once a day by the occupants. In other words, you have to clean your own rooms. Dining hall, top hall, and back compound are to be walked on, are not to be walked on with shoes. Entering the latrine without putting on wooden sandals supplied for the purpose is strictly prohibited. No one should enter anyone else's room without permission. Ringing the bell means from attendance of the members in the dining hall, except 5 o'clock. I'll come to the timetable later. The respective food and clothing of the monthly should not be given or exchanged with amongst the members. Eating less than food satisfactorily is strictly allowed. In other words, you have to eat well. That's what it meant. Any unfavorable exchange in health should at once be reported. Means if you felt sick or if you felt that you are not 100%, you have to tell Baba about it. Books, magazines, newspapers, and other letters should not be read. While out on duty, more than 2 annas should not be spent on drinks. Money should not be kept in possession when off duty. In other words, Baba would give them money for transport, whether it was by local train or tram or bus. Baba would give that transport, and he would also give them some money like 2 annas to have drinks during the day. Barring that, no money should be spent when you're outside, and when you come back to Manzil, you should not be carrying any money on you. I think that is what it meant. Beating anyone under any circumstances is strictly prohibited, even in self-defense. That you should not hurt anyone. Wrestling and boxing are prohibited. Lies, abusive language, ill feelings towards one another to the point of breaking my order is not allowed. Visits to relations are not allowed unless permitted. Letters are not to be posted unless previously sanctioned. Permission is to be taken before going out. So this was the secondary routine laws. Now what happened was, as I said, these were young boys. And all these young boys had some kind of background or talent or working knowledge, as we say, about doing things. Like, for example, Sarosh had taken training for motor mechanic. So he was sent to a motor garage to work at a motor garage. There were some who were good at writing. So they were told to write Upasni Maharaj biography. There were some who were good as mechanics with machines. So Baba bought a flour mill and they ran a flour mill. There was a doctor who was a homeopath. So Baba bought a homeopathic clinic for him and said, you run this clinic. So like this, everyone were given duties, but the understanding was that they will leave Manzil not before 7, and whatever they are doing, they have to return by 7. Now let's talk about, before I forget, let's talk about the daily routine. The first bell would be rung at 4 o'clock, and everyone has to get up at 4. By 4:30, they have to be ready after their bath, etc. And from 4:30 to 5:30, they have to go to their room and they have to do meditation. For 1 hour, they have to do meditation. 6 o'clock, there was time for tea and breakfast. So everybody has to come to the dining room for breakfast. Now, what was the breakfast? The breakfast was, each one was given 2 cups of tea, milk tea, and pav makhan, bread and butter. Now, it says over here that the butter was lavishly spread on bread. So these young guys, they were, since 4:30, they were waiting for tea and breakfast. Young boys, naturally, they always wanted to eat. So when it was time for tea and breakfast, they it is described that they ate as if they had not eaten before. They ate like hungry lions. And Baba would sit there very amused, and he would see each one how they devoured the bread and butter. Now, at Manzil, there were 2 Nawal Talati and this Homi Wazifdar. They were not residing at Manzil-e Meem. I repeat, Nawal Talati. It was Nawal Talati who introduced Homi Wazifdar to Baba. And Homi Wazifdar became instant Babalav. There must be some connect. So, and they were residing at their homes in Mumbai. So at 4 o'clock, Homi Wazifdar would come on a cycle. At 4, sharp 4, he would come to Manzil-e Meem with breads for breakfast for all. He would go to the bakery, he would stop at bakery, pick up pav for everyone to eat. I don't know how many dozen bread he brought, but this is what he brought. It was Homi Wazifdar who brought early morning bread for everyone. So they would eat, and then from 6 to 7, each one has to go to Baba's room, and he has to sit with Baba. Whatever complaint he had, whether it was for XYZ or for Baba, I mean it, even for Baba. If he had a complaint against Baba, he had to take it out. In front of Baba, he would have to tell Baba that, Baba, what you're doing, I don't like, or this instruction of yours is not right. Whatever it is, he has to be downright honest, be very honest, be very frank with Baba, and tell Baba as to what he feels is not right. And Baba would listen. Baba might tell his way of doing things, whatever it is, but this is what all the boys had to do between 6 and 7. And Baba would also take this chance to give instructions to each one. So from 6 to 7 was this private interview with Baba for all the boys. From 7 to 7 p.m., everybody goes out. Almost everybody went out. Now let's take a pause. Now, Baba's mama, Masa, I beg your pardon, Masaji, Rustam Irani. Masaji was at Pune at Komrani Agyari. He was a cook. When everyone left for Bombay, Masaji was still working at Komrani Agyari. But after a while, he felt uneasy. He wanted to join Baba. Baba was his nephew. Please understand, Baba was Masaji's nephew. So Baba was in his 20s and Masaji must have been in his 60s or whatever it is. But he leaves his job at Komrani Agyari as a cook, and he starts walking. I repeat, he starts walking from Pune to Bombay. He comes to Bombay, and he joins Baba. So now he becomes a cook. He becomes a cook for the Manzil. He was given an assistant cook. One Irani boy was given to him as an assistant, and 2 handymen were given to him for chopping, cleaning, etc. So these 4 men were cooking for the Manzil. And I also read that they were cooking. We know that there was only veg food at Manzil, yet for whatever reason, maybe for Parsi type of food, they were cooking, Rustam and the others were cooking for Parsis, Christians, and Muslims. There was another guy, there was another cook, I forget his name, and he would cook for the Hindus because that is how the Hindus would like. So this is about the cooking and the food. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. After breakfast, from 6 to 6:30 was the game's time. Now, talking about Manzil-e Meem, there was a front yard, then there was this Manzil, and there was this backyard. So the moment Baba came, he ordered everyone to clear and clean the front yard. The front yard was cleared and cleaned up. Then the backyard was cleared of stones, gravels, whatever else. It was made smooth. So this is where the games were played, in the backyard. Baba also joined in games, mostly naturally the outdoor games like cricket and gilli danda and atya patya, whatever else. And Baba, 7 tiles, Baba would take active interest in the games. And Baba found Humi Wazifdar as a good addition because Humi was an athletic man. He was a good player. So Humi was a good player too. And he was very excited about games. So it was a very animated time, being the games time. Anyone wants to say something in between? Sam, Sam, it's already 6:50. It's already 6:45, and I only touched the surface. I think I'll stop here. Let the lady who has come, let her take over and speak. I can come back again some other Thursday.
Okay.
I have not even finished the first page. Let her come. Let her come.
Okay. I would just like to call upon Rati Dadi Wadia. Can you please unmute your mic, Rati? Are you the lady from Nesbag?
Shapurbag.
I'm sorry?
Shapurbag.
Shapurbag. Okay. Did you want to speak earlier on this plan? Or am I mixing you up with someone else?
No, I have never spoken. And I've only listened. I have never spoken.
Are you affiliated to education and?
Yes, I was former principal of Queen Mary School.
I think we'd spoken once before.
Yeah.
And you'd spend a lot of time with Baba, I believe.
No, I have never seen him. In fact, I feel a regret that I had never seen him. But I came to Mehrabad only many years later.
Okay.
After 2012, when my husband had passed away, so I could not go with him. But I had come with Yasmin Haradwala. She is my student.
Oh, acha. Okay. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Avta rejo.
Haji.
Yeah.
When I saw Jimmy's name, Jimmy is a very good friend.
Sorry?
When I saw Jimmy's name, I had to come because he's a very good friend.
Oh, acha.
Sam, she has come with us twice to Mehrabad.
Acha, acha. Right. Do you have anything to share, Rati?
Uh, Actually, I mean, you've taken me by surprise. But the first time I went to Mehrabad, it was because I and my husband, we were wanting to go to Mehrabad. And we said we must find out what and who and how, because we had not, except for hearing things, we had not ever been to Mehrabad. And then my husband passed away. So I said, now I have to go because he is not there. So I have to complete that wish that we had. And I came with Yasmin first time. Second time again, I came with Yasmin. In fact, 4 or 5 times I've been there, once with another. But right from the beginning, the first time that I went, what I enjoyed very much was on the screen, they showed us the video Zarathustra, Zarathustra, Ramakrishna, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, Meher Baba. I was very struck with that. And I was very keen to have a tape. Finally, one of my students, in fact, I think Yasmin only managed to buy it from somewhere. And I have that and I can see it on my video player. I still have my DVD player and I can see that. And I was very, very impressed by that because I always believe that all religions lead to the same goal. And I've been brought up in like that with my liberal parents. And I believed from that time onwards, I said, yes, Yasmin, I believe that Meher Baba is the last avatar. That feeling I had, yes.
Thank you very much, Rati.
Welcome.
Thank you. Now the long-awaited lady has arrived. Please introduce yourself and tell us whatever little story. She has been on this panel before, and she just wants to add a few experiences of hers. Go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Zenia, and I have been following Baba since a few years now. And recently I had shared all my experiences, what I had with Baba. And today, actually, I don't have much to say, but while I was listening to Jimmy Uncle speaking, I had a question, probably if somebody can help me with that. When, when you said that the boys, Baba said, that from 4:30 to 5:30, they were expected to meditate. Did Baba ever say anything about, meditation, for everybody, or, anything, that he, because I had read that he did tell the Westerners also to meditate. So if anybody can just give some light here.
This is Ram Nori. There are 8 sections or 8 chapters devoted to meditation in Meher Baba's discourses. I think if you have the book, you should go through them. So you'll get all the details you ever want to know.
Okay. Okay, I have not read that book still.
Yeah, okay.
Tend to read it. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Jimmy, do you want to share anything on?
Yeah, when the boys were told to meditate, Baba had said that you place before your closed eyes any god or any deity or any saint that you wish to. That was in the very early days, he had said. Because there were boys from different cultures, different religions, etc. So Baba had kind of, that time he had kept it open that you can think of any master. If you wish to keep me in front of you, you can keep me, but whoever you want to. Baba had said this.
Okay. Thank you.
Talking about meditation, I had this conversation with Airaj once long back, and I told him that we have these sessions on Thursdays where people come and share their experiences and talk about Baba, this, that, and the other. Airaj was very happy, extremely happy. And he said that this is the most natural form of meditation on Baba. Because for this 1 hour, your mind is focused on him and him alone. And that is the most natural way to meditate on Meher Baba.
I think that is all for today. I mean,
We can't let you go so. Chalo, chalo.
Okay, Zini, I'll give you time to think. If you have something to say. I'll tell you what I do. Well, whether you call it meditation or not, but this is what I do. And this is what Airaj told Sam about it. My meditation is maybe of a different form in the sense that I transport my mind to Mehrabad and Dehrazad. I go to Ahmednagar Trust Office where Baba's room is. If you have seen Baba's room, Upasani's room. Then I transport myself to Lower Mehrabad in the Mandli Hall where I meet Baba. Baba is seated in that chair. Then I transport myself next door to Rauri cabin. From there, I transport myself to Mehrabad in the Mandli Hall again, where again Baba is seated there. From there, I transport myself to Baba's room at Mehrabad. And I bow down, then I sit with him and I talk to him. I talk to him about the day's happening, what happened with me during the day. Not necessarily only me, but the ways of the world, whatever happened. So I chat with him and he chats with me. So this is a form, whether you call it meditation, you call it whatever you like, but I call it a kind of a live meditation with Baba, spending some time of my day. Sometimes I miss out. I know I miss out. Sometimes I go out for dinner, etc. But whenever I am at home in the evenings, around 7, 8, 9, this is what I do. I spend some time with Baba after doing my prayers, RT, etc. So this is a form of prayer from meditation from me. So does any thought tickle you? Please go ahead.
no, not really. But yeah, like, so for me, if I have to meditate, I would just concentrate on Baba and try to just silent, just get my mind silent. But yeah, thoughts keep coming and it's very sometimes it becomes overwhelming, but I still keep trying. That's how I know, I just do that. So that way.
See, Baba had himself said to his boys and to the others that don't worry about the thoughts. He knew the human mind. He said, don't worry about the thoughts. Let them come and let them go. Don't get engrossed in those thoughts. Don't get attached to those thoughts. And once Cyrus very well explained that as if you're sitting on the bank of a river. What happens when you're sitting on the bank of a river? The river flows. It comes from one end and it goes to the other end, it goes to the sea finally. But you're not attached to the water because water comes and goes. So similarly, let the thoughts come. They will come, of course, they will come and they will go. So Baba said, don't try to block them. The more you try to exert blocking them, the more disturbed you get. So let them come and let them pass.
The idea about anything to do with Meher Baba is simplicity. Whatever suits you the best, You do it as long as you can focus on him in any which way that you can. Go ahead and do it. Again, going back to Eraj Jasawala, somebody asked him, Eraj, how do you pray to Baba? And he said something very beautiful. He said, every morning after my bath and everything, I sit in front of Baba's chair. You know, in the Merazad Mandli Hall, there is that Baba's chair. He said, I go and sit in front of it before going to the trust office, etc. And I talk to him. Ki Baba, today this so-and-so fellow from the government is going to come and we'll have to deal with him. So please guide us. There will be another group coming from so-and-so place. So just make sure that they all arrive on time. There's that, all this kind of things, the routine that he has to deal with during the entire day. He talks to Baba about it. And then, after he's finished his chat, Eraj did something very profound. He kept quiet for a few seconds, and then he said, I close my eyes and I say, oh, Baba. And that is my connect with him. After I finish that, I bow down to his chair and go my way doing the things that I have to do during the day. The shortest possible thing that I've ever heard is this Erach's thing, oh Baba. But it is so very profound. Okay, it connects you directly to him. And probably you stay connected to him throughout the day, in spite of your running around and doing your worldly activities. So each one has to find their own. There is no hard and fast rule. Baba has never been the one to, he always dealt with individual cases. He never gave strict rules for the people to follow. So as long as you can keep thinking of him, remembering him, and stay devoted to him, I think that is all that matters. Do not worry about these thoughts. In fact, this is my personal experience. When I try to sit down and concentrate on Baba, I get the most disturbing thoughts that I could ever imagine. And probably this is one way of Baba cleansing the mind, because all the kachara that is assimilated in our bheja has to come out someday. And probably under his care, all this kachara comes out, and like Jimmy said, it flows away like the flow of water in a river. जैसे नदी में पानी बह जाता है, वैसे उसको जाने. The problem arises when you get stuck on that thought and you feed it with your imagination and go on with it. That is when the problem starts. Then the mind loses track and gets off track. But if you stay focused and let these thoughts come and go, let them come and go and keep coming back to Baba or whatever you want to meditate on, then it is He who will take care of us. Because Baba has said this umpteen number of times. When you become mine, I dare not, care not. जब तुम मेरे हो जाते हो, तब मेरी मजाल नहीं कि मैं तुम्हें नहीं संभालूं, मैं तुम्हें हमेशा संभालता हूं. The point is उनके बन के रहना है. We don't बन के रहना 100%. We say, yeah, yes, Baba, I want to follow you, da. But the minute something happens and things are going your way, you tell yourself, I'm in control now. Thank you, Baba, this, that. That's not the way to be. That's not the way to be. You have to have him as your constant companion. Talk to him like a mad Parsi, if I may say so. Baba Jamwa, Oji, Baba Chai Piwa, oh Baba Em Karo, Baba Tem Karo. All the time. Because that is how, when you do this externally, there will come a time when it will form a habit and you will keep remembering him internally without even you being aware of it. And that is what Baba wants. Baba wants us to be focused on him regardless of what you're doing. Whether you're in the toilet or you're having a bath or whether you're playing cricket or you're sitting here and giving bhasan, whatever. But the focus has to be on him. I think we've exceeded our time limit by 9 minutes.
Some 1 second.
Yeah,
one
please.
second.
Sure.
Why did you say met Parsis? My mother would invoke Baba to come and join. Every meal that I have.
This was in light vein, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. But I say Baba Jamba chalo, tame khaso to akhi duniya khase. So all of us do it. We all tell Baba join us. Okay, go ahead.
Since you have raised this subject, Jimmy, I'll narrate a very small incident that had happened to me long time back. This was before COVID days when people would come to the center and talk on Thursdays. And there was a lady called Maruk Noble who came with a point that whenever we sit at the dining table, we invite Baba, like how Christians do their grace and all that. So they invite Baba for the meal to come and join them. This point stuck in my head, and I never used to do this. But one day I went to a restaurant called Delhi Darbar. Most of us may know it. I'm very fond of biryani. So I went there and suddenly this idea struck my head. Okay, let me invite Baba. So I said, Baba, please come and join me. Then all sorts of questions kept coming in my head. Okay, this is a non-veg thing I'm having. Will Baba like it? There's that. Anyway, the food arrived and I was walloping all of it. And the waiter comes and tells me, Saab, aapko thoda aur masala la ke do. So I said, हाँ. After a little while, he says, Saab, aapko thoda chawal la ke do. That way, I must have had almost 3 times the portion of a half plate of biryani that I had or regularly eat. And I was so engrossed in all this. And finally, when it was time to get up and pay the bill and leave, the one thing I noticed was that the entire seating in that restaurant was full, except for one seat opposite me that was vacant. And to me, I felt कि वहां पे बाबा खुद आके बैठे और मेरे साथ बिरयानी खा के गए. That is what I felt. So these are the small rewards he gives us when, like Jimmy says, Baba Jamwa, Avoji, you know, that sort of a thing. When you call out to him from the bottom of your heart, he does respond. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. This lady has come all the way from her home just to be with us at the center. There are quite a few people sitting at the center. And the one lady, Asha Parekh is her name. She comes all the way from Malad, and she has never ever missed a Thursday session, I must say, from the center. So those of us who say, "Nahi, I'm feeling very tired today, I will do it online and this and that," something for all of us to learn from this lady here. Okay, if she can come all the way from Malad, why can't we from Grand Road, Tardev, Goalia Tank, etc., 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 try and come to the center? Because coming to the center has its own charm. You get to meet different people, various people personally. And when you embrace each other, this is my thinking. When you embrace each other, there is that bowing down of the Baba within you, touching the heart of the other person where Baba is reciting in him. So this is what I feel. And I feel happy when I come to the center because ye Zoom meeting pe you can't come and embrace each other. You cannot come and grumble with each other. कि आज तो घेर में पानी नहीं आया, आज तो ये हो गया, whatever you want to say. And believe you me, I mean, you can sit down and argue till kingdom come, but believe you me, there is Baba's presence here at the center. There is no denying that. Of course, Baba can be anywhere and everywhere all the time. But this is something special. With this, I'd like to end today's session. Yeah, unless anybody wants to ask anything, kuch puchna hai kisi ko?
I have one, Sam, I have one request to the young lady sitting next to you, who's a fashion designer, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Ram, you have a good memory, Baba.
I know for an old man, my memory cells still do work. They're not fried yet. Last time I was asking you if you a baby pink T-shirt with Baba's autograph across, you know,
Yes.
that has to be in turquoise, you know, which is a shade of blue. Turquoise. It's a shade of blue.
Yeah.
I just want to share one thing. The first time I had come to the center, I had taken pictures of the of Mir Baba, all of the pictures which are there in the hall. And I have made an album of Mir Baba pictures. And one very special picture is the one where Mera's picture is taken. And Mir Baba can be seen in both her eyes, which is really amazing. And Jimmy was very kind to give me the captions which I have put. I hope one day I'll be able to bring the album to show you all.
My goodness.
Okay.
Beautiful. Go ahead.
Okay. So, is she done or? So where are we on that?
Yes, Ram uncle, tell me.
So please work on it.
Yeah, so you had said like a baby pink last time that I remember, very light pink
Yes.
and a blue, turquoise blue signature color, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want this for yourself?
As many as we can, I'll at least take 15, 20, if it's possible.
Okay. All right. I will connect with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll now do the prayers and the aarti, and then we shall break for the evening. Do join us. Don't go away. Thank you.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. O Parvardigar, the preserver and protector of all. You are without beginning and without end, non-dual, beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You are without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You are unlimited and unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. You are indivisible, and none can see you but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you always will be. You are everywhere, you are in everything, and you are also beyond everywhere and beyond everything. You are in the firmament and in the depths. You are manifest and unmanifest on all planes and beyond all planes. You are in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You are imperceptible and independent. You are the creator, the Lord of lords, the knower of all minds and hearts. You are omnipotent and omnipresent. You are knowledge infinite, power infinite, and bliss infinite. You are the ocean of knowledge, all knowing, infinitely knowing, the knower of the past, the present, and the future. And you are knowledge itself. You are all merciful and eternally benevolent. You are the soul of souls, the one with infinite attributes. You are the Trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You are the source of truth, the ocean of love. You are the ancient one, the highest of the high. You are Prabhu and Parmeshwar. You are the beyond God and the beyond God also. You are Parabrahma, Allah, Ilahi, Yesdan, Auramazda, and God the Beloved. You are named Izzat, the only one worthy of worship. We repent, O God, most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that ought not to have been spoken, for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. We repent most specially for every lustful thought and for every lustful action, for every lie, for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for all slander and backbiting. Most specially also, we repent for every action that has brought ruin to others, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish that pain should befall others. In your unbounded mercy, we ask you to forgive us, O God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failure to think, speak, and act according to your will. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai.
जय मेहर बाबा। बुझावे नार जहलतनी कर खुद रत्ने फरमातु चेलागी आश भक्तों ने के बख्शे नूरे मातु आयामूर शद मेहर बाबा चरण पर तुझ न धरिए सर खुदा ना जात तीवा के फतई बैठो मेहर बातू तुझे माँ लिख की कतनो तु आशिक भी ने आरे भी तुझे दरी याए वहदत मारे फतनो होई तूफातू अमोरे रवन ऐसा लेक बख्शे ज्ञान इजदनु के तुझ पर महात्मा ज्ञानी चने मुँह तारे इरफातु खुदाना प्रेम नो प्यालो पिलावी मस्त हमने कर छे तुझ पर जान सदके सा किया पी दे पै मातु हमारी नाव भर धरिए तरावे तो हमें तरिए हमारा ना खुदा है मेहर बाबा छे निगे बातू हमारा ना खुदा है मेहर बाबा छे निगे बातू बुझावे नार जहलतनी कर खुद रत्ने फरमातु चेलागी आश भक्तों ने के बख्शे नूरे मातु। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
हुआ लहर से ही है जिसकी सृष्टि का निर्माण, उसकी दैवी अनंतता का कैसे हो अनुमान। आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्मा आओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। प्रेम दीप में हिये जलाऊ, प्रेम दीप में हिये जलाऊ, निविड़ अंधेरा मिटता पाऊ, निविड़ अंधेरा मिटता पाऊ, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊ, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊ, तुम मुझको सरसाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। जीवन की हर सांस हमारी, जीवन की हर सांस हमारी, बन जाए प्रभु गति तुम्हारी, बन जाए प्रभु गति तुम्हारी, हे करुणा कर लीलाधारी, है करुणा कर लीलाधारी, तुम करुणा बरसाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। बने आरती जीवन मेरा, बने आरती जीवन मेरा, आदि अंत का लय हो तेरा, आदि अंत का लय हो घेरा, खुले नयन और दिखे सवेरा, खुले नयन और दिखे सवेरा, तुम मुझ में छा जाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्मा आओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ, मेहर प्रभु आरती अपनाओ। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
We shall be holding a minute's silence to focus entirely on Meher Baba. Avtar Meher Baba ki jai. Thank you everybody for this lovely program. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed sharing it with you. Until we meet again next time, Keep Baba with you. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jimmy.